Easy money.
Come on, come on, come on.
Come on, bro.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
This is where the real heavy hitters out over here, dog. This is for the real heavy hitters right here. Gotta use the good bars. Next thing we're gonna get into is a little questionnaire. I asked you guys what questions you guys want to know about us, and about to read this shit off.
Another day, another dollar to make, another ride, another sack of that dang, another stash, another strap with a shank, another voice in my head telling me stop, but I can't. I hit the stop sign, I recognize.
Just read up, baby. Stocked up. Time to get this money right now.
Video time.
Yeah, a little video. What do you guys hitting? Bench.
We just got done. You hit it right there.
The rest of the crew.
Hell yeah.
I know you're here all the time.
Right there.
I'm not going to see that.
You know, you're bet.
So cool.
But this is not.
Again, this guy. This guy.
I suck at doing this shit.
What's happening?
Where you been?
Ain't nothing changed with the rims. You guys listen to this.
That's all I heard in there, buddy.
Making this money.
Girl, gotta do, bros. Girl, got a little TNT. They call this guy Topo, aka Bobby Boucher. One, two, yep. Good shit. How you feel, Topo? Bobby, how you feel, Bobby?
That fucking on the toes. Oh, I feel great. Pray to the rosary, pray to the rosary.
Steven Seagal couldn't make it today. He's doing a movie. He's hosting a kung fu movie. No elbow wraps here on.
How many plates you're gonna do today? 5 minutes?
Topo.
Smooth like butter. two,
One, two, yep. Got it.
There you go. Come on, dog. Come on, homie. 1, 2, up.
one, two, yep. Got it.
Get that shit on me.
Easy ass up.
I know.
Face down. Is what?
Stretching.
1, 2, up.
One, two, yep. Got it. Lock it up. That's one.
Yeah.
There it is. Come on. Good. That's it, dog. Come on. There it is. Last one. Lock it out. Lock it out. Lock it out. Lock it out. Solid. Dips. This shit on me. Topo. Easy money, Topo. Got the bad little SPG fucking athlete right here. Got it. Come on, homie.
One, two, up.
Come on, motherfucker. Come on. Three. One, two, yep. Got it.
View.
Guys always looking for excited. That's money right there.
Two. Dips.
And let's go.
Looks even.
One, two,
Let's get that shit, dog. Come on. Two, three, up. Come on, hit.
Come on, dog. Last one, fool. Dig deep. There you go, dog. There you go. There you go. There you go, homie. That shit. Come on. Easy money.
Come on, come on, come on.
Come on, bro.
On three. One, two, three. Got it.
Stay tight, bro. Get that shit, homie.
Tentative. Lock it.
Come on, homie. Two, three.
Off your shoulders. Let's go. Heels down.
Got this, Gino. Oh, Gino.
Adobo games. And coach.
Dress up your chest a little bit.
One, dog.
Right here, buddy.
Get this shit,
Like that
Chris.
shit.
Come on, Chris.
Yep, yep. So,
One, two. Dips.
lock that shit in. Let's go to work.
Come on, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Not many.
A little bit. Your lats are so wide.
Got this shit, homie. That last one blew up. Come on. Got this shit.
Come on, Gino.
One, two, three.
Come on, Gino.
That's a silent dude.
Son.
Got it. Let's go.
Two.
Hips. Easy money, Cap. Let's go. Pump that bitch. Let's go.
When things don't go your way, you gotta brush that shit off. You gotta be like a wet dog. Shake that water off, you know what I mean? Don't dwell on it, move on. You know, build that confidence back up. Can't let shit get to you, you know? Lifting is half the battle is that mind game, you know? Half is the body, half is the mind. So just remember that tip. When shit don't go your way, be like a wet dog. Shake that water right off, you know?
Skippy, leave him alone. Skippy.
Good. Good. Look at Topo. Look at him. Here at LBC, Metroflex, just banged out bench with the squad. Went a little heavier today. What, 4 of us, huh? Hit 500. So shit, mark that shit down. 4 fools on the heavy hitters banging out 5 plates. Pitt put in work because he has a comp coming up. LA convention, huh? So LA Expo. And then Big Bruce got a comp on next weekend. What is it, October 14th?
Yep.
October 14th. Big Bruce banged out 500 too. So got that money in tonight. Next big thing coming up is Strength Cartel on October 21st. So pull up right there, bring your whips. We're gonna have a deadlift competition, a free lift, and free food to everyone that wants to roll out and participate. We'll just be right there for you guys to answer questions, you know, motivate, and just be there, man, to support. So pull up October 21st at Motivate Performance Center in Foothill Ranch. I'm gonna put the banner up on the YouTube. So next thing we're gonna get into is a little questionnaire. I asked you guys what questions you guys want to know about us, and about to read this shit off. All right, first question from Jesse SC fan. This is Gordirt's son. He asked, is Big Joe more than 400 now? Yeah, he's about 450 plus. So yeah, that answers your question. About 450 plus. Next one, TJP 66. When we come into Chicago? Shit, hopefully in the near future. We haven't been there yet, but definitely looking forward to heading out there one day. Next one, when you guys doing your next powerlifting meet? I got one next year, US Open. Pitt.
Got one in January 6th next year.
LA Expo. Chris?
Probably something early next year, or maybe the US Open as well.
Hell yeah.
Same for me. Early next year.
Early next year. Big Bruce?
October 14th.
October 14th. Couple weeks. Mondo?
January, Cat Middleton.
Hell yeah.
OG Diablo.
Hell yeah. What are some of the best accessory works for deadlift, bench, and squat? What you think, Chris?
You guys probably see a lot of our videos. We do a lot of like sports, it's kind of hard to say, specificity. But you see Big Boy with the Big Boy rows, something that involves all the muscle groups, but they connect together. So like for our deadlifts, starting at the bottom, they're also called pendulum rows or seal rows. Starting with the legs and pulling to around the belly button to the bottom half of the stomach. So that actually has the same motion as a deadlift and reenacts the deadlift, but it almost cuts off half the range of motion. So more lats are involved, and then put more pressure on the hamstring. So that back work, lats, seated rows, stuff like that. We always do individual work. We almost take a bodybuilding sense in towards of our accessories because we like to isolate and then make them stronger. So then we put them all together and they become stronger.
Yo, yeah. What about bench?
So bench press, we do same thing. Big Boy is huge on floor press. Has a crazy lockout. It cuts down that range of motion and usually puts you where your sticking point is, so that couple inches off your chest. A lot of people are good off the chest, and then that bar path gets kind of wavy, so then they don't know exactly how to press off the chest, how to use their lats to their triceps to their chest. So a big accessory for us is pin presses or floor presses, because it actually stops us at that sticking point, and then it causes you to recognize where that bar path is and how to use your lats and triceps in your chest to lock it out.
Hell yeah. And squat?
Squats we do a lot of. Me personally, with my programming with Big Boy, I did a lot with. It was tempo squats. I've done it with Bruce, Mondo, and Gino. The descent's very slow, so that the muscles have to contract and they have to stabilize. so that bar path, just like I said with the bench press, bar path is everything. So taking that bar path down consistently so the muscles can engage the right way so you can create power. A lot of times people just drop in the hole and then their hips shoot back, chest drops, and they lose their tightness. So focusing more on technique, lowering slower with a pause so that you know that you're getting your depth, that you're getting your flexibility work, and then exploding out the hole.
There you go. Peep that game. Next one, how did Strength Cartel get started? Just got started from scratch. Me and Pitt, we're with another brand. We branched off, you know, started our own clothing, went into subs, built our team, and just been, you know, booming ever since. So that's how that shit got started. Which SC member you guys nominate to throw hands with Dingleberry? Shit.
All of us.
All of us. You can get it from all of us if you want it, but we're not even trying to take it there, you know. We just calling that fool out to come lift, you know what I mean? To not do a 2-man lift on everything. So that's it. Will you guys be selling gear at the meet and greet? Yup. We'll be having subs and apparel right there. So, you know, whatever you guys want. What advice would you give to someone looking to compete on the platform for their first time? I guess my big advice would just be stay focused, have confidence in yourself, and just make sure your mind's right. You know what I mean? Get your mind ready, because sometimes, you know, it could be overwhelming out there. But as long as your mind is on point, you should do good, and just believe in your training before the competition. You know, believe in yourself. Anything to add on that?
Yeah, I would just say reps. Reps the right way. The biggest thing that people mess up in comp is that they're not comfortable with the lifts. The pauses, the commands, practice the commands, practice your walkouts, the little things that are important. If you've ever played sports at a high level, it's the little things that, you know, make sure that you win a championship or not. So when doing those things, making sure that everything is, you know, sound in terms of the little things. The big things will take care of itself as long as you're doing the volumes, as long as you're tapering, deloading, all those things. Everything will take care of itself. But people mess up with the commands, the pauses, the press commands, the squats, the walk back to the rack. That stuff really kills people. So I would say for your first comp, get someone that knows what they're doing in terms of powerlifting, and then have them drill commands with you all the time and practice that.
Good shit. Next, very big, how do you say it, complex question right here is, can any of us, besides Pitbull, do 10 sit-ups? Shit, I don't know.
That might be a world record.
Man, that might be a world record if one of us could do that. Gino said if you put a spam musubi in front, he might...
I might do a front flip.
You might do a front flip.
Alright, this question got asked a couple times, so I'm going to just, you know, address it one time from Jesse Sanchez Fitness. What happened to Joey? That fool wasn't showing loyalty, so shit, that fool got cut off. Easy as that. Next one, real question. Same shit, same question. Dr. Phil, what up, dog, in the UK? Loyal homie right there, dog. What's up?
That's right.
How long did it take to get as strong as you are now? For me, shit, all my life, dog, just been grinding, you know. It's just consistency. Same like with Pitt, dog. All of us, we just been grinding since day one. I know it didn't come overnight, you know what I mean? I barely started powerlifting like 3 years ago, but I've been lifting my whole life. So it's just consistency, dedication, and yeah, man, just freaking being consistent, man. That's the main thing I think in this game right here. It's just being consistent. Even if you're not hitting the heaviest weight you always do, as long as you're staying consistent in lifting, you're gonna keep what you got. What you think, Pete?
Yeah, just staying consistent, determination. You know, it's hard to stay consistent. Shit, life happens, but gotta just do what you gotta do.
Hell yeah. Do you guys train big lifts, squats, deadlifts, bench 1 or 2 times per week? And if 2 times is 1 day light and 1 day super heavy? For like competition prep, we usually bench twice, squat 2 to 3, and deadlift once. And then yeah, they're just different on each day. One might be more volume, one might be heavier. Just all depends where we're at in that program. And then off season, we just kind of do how our body feels and keeping it like higher reps. Would you agree on that, Chris?
Yeah, so it just really just depends on where you are in your season. Off season, you know, you can do as high as frequency as 5 to 6 days a week. Once we get into like a in competition program, that will drop to maybe 4 or 5 times. So like a 2 squat days, one maybe volume, a switch between volume and maybe speed squats, and then the other days more of a power day, power strength day. So you're always getting your heavier progressions, your linear progression lifts, plus you're getting your rest too. So we don't ever want to go 6, 7 days, because then if you're lifting heavy, there's no rest. That's where you actually grow and where you get strong at. So it really just depends on where you are in your season. Once competition comes 3 or 4 weeks out, then you drop that to about 3 days a week. So it's just hitting your mains, your squat, bench, and deadlift.
What's the best for recovery, time of, or physical therapy? Can just be both, man. If you have like a lagging injury, it could just be time. And if you have something that needs to, that's serious, yeah, you go to physical therapy. I mean, I can, or what should I say? Everyone on the team has gotten injured before, right? So it's just a matter of coming back. You know, don't let your mind overcome you, and keep your head straight and come back stronger. Because in this game, everyone's gonna get injured. You know, especially if you're pushing your limits, you're bound to get some kind of little injury. It's just how you bounce back. What was your past life, childhood like? Shit, good childhood, and I mean, kind of long to explain. Maybe I'll explain it one day, you know. But appreciate that question. I want to increase my numbers on bench, squat, deadlift, shoulder press, and so on. Is there a tip or tips that can help me? I'm going up in numbers, but slowly right now. I'm at 225. Like we said earlier, man, just being consistent, man. Make sure you're hitting those compound lifts once a week, you know, and just being consistent, right?
Yeah.
Consistency. What's a good way to get your bench press weight up when you don't have a spotter? What do you think, Chris?
I think that if you don't have a spotter, I think you should always find a rack that, I mean, obviously, like, we will do that stuff because we're comfortable with the numbers, but if you're not as, you know, experienced or whatever, I would find a rack just in case that actually at least covers your neck, because the last thing you want to do is be stuck with that shit on your neck and you have some cute girl have to pull that shit off you. So, so I would say just no matter what, just stay safe, get a rack, like don't ego lift like that.
Oh yeah. When y'all coming to Hawaii, shit, I'm ready right now. Let's roll.
Pay that plane ticket.
Hell yeah. Shit, I don't know. Hopefully soon. Please tell me when you guys are coming to the Arnold, or please tell me you guys are. Yup, we'll be there. We were there last year, and we'll be there this year, 2018. Looking forward to it. Is Chad Wesley Smith still training the team? If so, as he made a huge impact. Chad only trained Pitt and I, and Chad still trains Pitt. He doesn't train me no more. I get trained by Chris, but he's definitely a real good coach. He helped my squad a lot, and shit helped me out tremendously. So my hat's off to Chad. But I moved on with Chris. All of us except Pitt get trained by Chris, and shit, Chris is very smart. You know, he leads by example. He's strong, and shit, good ass coach. Nothing negative to say. What is the best way and experience to lift heavier weights and improve your bench, more reps, more heavy attempts? It's like Chris touched on earlier. It just depends on what your season is. If you're preparing for a comp, or if you're just trying to build strength and size. You know, I guess that's what you're asking. So what's the best rep range and set range for like size and strength? What would you say?
So when we wrote we have a Strength Cartel, strength and size. When we wrote that, it's a combination of two, because if anyone's ever done any research on like size of muscle, rep range actually creates density with the muscle. So like hypertrophy, 8 to 12 reps actually creates density in the muscle, and then the higher weight actually creates size, so like diameter. So we always try to get a slice of both of those. So we'll do high rep range days and then heavy days, because you want the best of both worlds. You want size and you want density, because then you get like that peak muscle. Like Pitbull's a perfect example of that. That fool hits so much volume on his accessories So that's why he's jacked and he has a big hood for that hood check. So take a page out of Pitbull's book. He's doing it the exact right way in terms of building strength and size at the same time.
Hell yeah. When you start working out, I started like in junior high. What about you guys?
Do you know? Yesterday?
This guy's been working in silence, so I'm not really too sure when you started working out.
For a while now.
For a while.
Pit in what, junior high?
Yeah, I started lifting like
Elementary, junior high, a little bit? Probably junior high, huh?
like 7th grade.
You too, Bruce?
High school.
High school shit.
Yeah.
Mondo?
Shit, I've been messing around since junior
Since the
high.
Yada and shit? Since YA?
Body weight for about 8 years.
Easy. Topo's been digging holes since, 2 years old.
I got dirt in my fingernails.
What motivates me? Shit. I just can't live without it, I guess. I'm addicted to working out. If I don't feel right, And I would say it's a good addiction. Gets that mind right, the body right, and shit, can't go without it. Who can eat the most? Gino. Oh, Bruce. Oh,
Bruce, probably.
Shit, little quick
Zoe.
story.
I've never seen this dude do something. I've never seen anybody.
Quick little story. Big Bruce, we were eating at an all-you-can-eat Texas Brazilian barbecue, and they bring you steak, and they ask you like, what kind of steak you want, and they'll give you a little slice, Well, Bruce, he didn't even get a slice. He took the whole slab. And he didn't just take one slab. He no joke, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. I don't even know, and just straight eating them with one bite. Fool's a straight King Kong right here.
That fool started avoiding our table.
Man, this fool's no joke at eating.
Fool's life was getting dulled.
He gets embarrassed.
When I first met him, he didn't even want to eat around us.
We thought this fool was just broke or something.
That too. Broke and hungry.
Fool was just embarrassed.
Also, what shoes is the homie wearing in the picture? Big Mondo's wearing them OG K-Swiss. K-Swiss taking it back.
Are you really wearing K-Swiss?
The 90s,
Yeah.
homie.
It's that K-Swiss. Go cop some. When working 12-hour days, how do you motivate yourself to push through? Yup, 6 days a week. What is it, Mondo?
Shoot, you just gotta set some goals and go after them. You know what I mean? You can't let nothing stop from that. You make sacrifices.
Hell yeah.
OG
Tell him how much you work, homie.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, right now I'm up. What time is it like right now?
10:30.
10:30. I won't get home till about like maybe 11:30, 12 o'clock. Sleep for 3 hours. Get up, go to work. Put in 10 hours. Go home, shower, be in the gym for about 3. Do the same thing every day.
No excuses, no excuses. Right there, dedication. I tell everyone right there. Big Mondo, dedicated to the fullest right there. How did Pitbull get through a shoulder injury? How long did it take? He's been hurting. Well, how'd you get through it, Pit?
I had to take some time off. Took about like 2.5 months off, and then just made my way back up. Shit, 135. I can't even bench 135 without pain. So just had to make my way back up. Just the fucking, you gotta pave your way back, man. There's no secret. There's no nothing. Obviously, I got like trying to focus more on mobility and stuff, but just gotta make your way back up. That's why it's like saying, big boy. Injuries are huge setbacks, and you can't. You gotta train smart and just try not to get hurt, because the more you get hurt, the more further back you get. Like how Big Boy said, it's all about what happens after you get hurt. You just gotta bounce back. You can't fucking make excuses say you can't bench anymore because you hurt your shoulder. You just gotta come back and make your way. It should took me 6 months to hit 405 again.
Yup. Just gotta have that mind right, never give up, like Bruce says. Dead game. What's the best way to start building bench? We covered that, so if you've been watching the video, you'll learn on that. How long does a heavy cycle generally last? A training cycle for like a comp is what, like 12 weeks?
Yeah, about 12 weeks.
12 weeks. Let's see. When do you guys plan on coming down to Arizona? I went actually like a few months ago, real tight. Wouldn't mind coming back out there. So hopefully next year we'll be out there. AZ. When are we coming out with more baseball jerseys, water jugs? Real soon, hopefully in the next couple weeks. The jugs are ordered, so are the jerseys. So just follow Strength Cartel IG and we'll post it.
There's no more jugs?
No, we've been out.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
Yeah, those been out for a long time. Can you do a full day of eating? Yeah, we'll do that one day. That's gonna be a long day.
Be a long day.
Easy. What's the best place to get physical therapy? Core Physical Therapy. Go check that shit out. Anaheim Hills. Sunday's question. What is your diet like? Does it change? Shit, my diet's really off and on. I try to eat good. Actually, one of the homies, the food prep, he hooks me up with meals. So majority of the time I try to eat the meals, but I eat dirty all the time, burritos, whatever. You know what I mean? I can't help it. So shit, not too much of a secret. I just eat, you know. How did Strength Cartel all start? Is Pitt my primo? I answered it earlier. Like I said, we branched off and started our own thing. Nah, he's not. He's my little brother. Just kidding. I'm big as fuck. This is what it says. I'm big as Bill on Mad Muscle. I have big as C-Boy's physique, but my dead weight barely matches my weight. My advice to you, dog, would just, keep at it, homie. Always push yourself to lift heavier. Don't go for them higher reps if you're not building that strength, because that shit is gonna build muscle if you're big as hell. So, lower that volume down and just start banging out heavier weight, and your weight will go up. You'll get stronger. So don't be afraid of heavy weight, man. That would be my advice. What you think, Chris? I mean, if he says he's huge but he's not strong.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a double-edged sword. It's just we'd have to ask you how much time have you put in, how much have you bled for whatever you're doing, because Big Boy's been doing this shit for a long time. That's the reason why he's so big. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on your biological and chronological age. How much time have you put in, and if you haven't put enough time, then keep putting in time, homie.
Hell yeah, it'll come. Like we preach, just consistency. Just keep getting after it. Last question on here is why don't we upload any squat videos? And how tall am I and how tall is Bruce? So a squat video, shit.
No likes.
I don't like squatting, but no one really seems to like it. I know there'll be one question, oh, when you gonna do squats? But really it seems like every time we post it, no one likes squats. Like they think it's boring or whatever. But we'll get one in there for you. We'll get one. We'll throw a little squat video in, because I know you think we don't squat and shit. But we do. We don't like it. I don't like it. Pitt likes that shit, huh? Easy. Mondo loves it. He loves it. He had a squat, big things up, so. But this guy's an orca trainer. Big Bruce is about 7 foot. They call him Goro. Look it up. We'll probably post a little picture of Goro on this right now from Mortal Kombat. No, Big Bruce what, 6'3", huh? 6'3". I'm 6 foot, wink wink. But I'm about 6 foot, with the Air Maxes on, so
Louis boots.
Easy. But yeah, that's all the questions, man. Appreciate everything you guys asked. I hope we covered it all, and just appreciate the support day in, day out. Heavy hitters means a lot to us, and we couldn't do without you guys. Appreciate that. Keep banging that weight out there.